Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to be talking to you guys about the NASA Suits Design Challenge in which we're taking part in. Over the last few weeks, we were able to go out to different schools and communities and talk to different students and groups of people about our different exposures and opportunities. But due to all the coronavirus and its impacts, we have decided to make this alternate virtual setting for you guys. So we're going to continue and talk to you about all the things that we mentioned.
And we hope everyone is doing well and staying safe and healthy amid this pandemic.
So to get started, we're going to give you a quick introduction about ourselves. I'm Najia Essen.
And I'm Naya Chapman James.
And I'm a junior at the University of Baltimore.
And I'm a senior at the University of Baltimore.
And we're both studying applied information technology with a specific track with cybersecurity. So what do you guys already know about space exploration and future goals of NASA? This is a question we would ask you guys if we were face to face. So I guess I give you a few minutes to just think it through. So some answers we've gotten in the past are when the first man landed on the moon, or what future goals would be of NASA, or like the landing on Mars and everything that's been going on around the news lately. So those are some answers that we've been getting when we went out and did the events face to face.
Yeah, so you can pause the video and then come back when you're ready.
The Artemis mission is NASA's next main mission that has been in the works, and it's the goal to get the next man and the first woman onto the moon by 2024. And that mission is going to further lead to the developments and research in order to land someone onto Mars. So we're going to go to this link and we'll put it in the description box below as well, so you guys can go to it later.
Here you can see the Artemis logo. And then it explains that NASA will land the first woman and the next man on the moon by 2024.
The different shuttles that might be in the works and all the different equipment and tools that might be in the works and the different designs and structures of it. So Naya is going to scroll down, and as you can see right here is the timeline. So here you can see that there's different steps that go from 2020 to 2024, and you can read through all the different steps and instructions that need to take place. So now we're going to go back to the PowerPoint. Now that you guys have gotten a little bit of an idea of what the Artemis mission is. Now we're going to talk to you a little bit about the NASA Suits Design Challenge. This is a challenge that NASA has taken out and allowed different universities to take part in. And what this challenge is we're building an augmented reality system. And as you can see right here in this, the bottom left picture in the video, what the person in the middle is wearing is the Magic Leap 1. That is the device we're using to build the augmented reality system with. So we're building that system, and we have to design and program it so that it can help future astronauts with the Artemis mission. So that could include adding different features that might help and make tasks easier so that they don't have to do as much work with their hands or read different books or guidelines that might come in the way of their work and their efficiency to completing that task.
Yeah, so last year we participated for the first time, and this year is our second year. So last year our team was called the Programmers, and this year our team is called the AstroBees. So we're continuing on the work.
So I know a lot of you guys do teamwork and whether that be in school or at work or anywhere you might have encountered teamwork, as it's very important. So this challenge has really taught that you can't just have a set of programmers or a set of security experts. You have to have a design, and if you don't have the design, you can't build an application, and if you don't have the software application developers, you can't get to the next step. You can't have security if you don't have an app or if you don't even have the design. So it can really show you that you really need a group of team members with different expertise in order to get to that end result. So we're going to share a quick video with you that shows you all the team members and their introductions, and you'll get to see the different team members and the different groups that are involved with this project.
Hi, I'm Claudia. I'm a user experience and interface designer.
Hi, my name is Peter Baldwin, and I'm a software developer.
Hi, my name is Naya Chapman-Weems, and I'm a part of the network and systems team, as well as social media and outreach.
Hi, I'm Blessing Leonard, and I will be working with the software development team and the data sciences team.
Hi, I'm Michael Anderson.
And I'm Jasmine Brown, and we are the IVA development team.
Hi, my name is Chantal Hunt Estevez, and I'm part of the UI UX design team.
Hi, my name is Najia Essen, and I'm the project manager.
Hi, my name is John Manluku, and I'm the lead software development.
Hi, my name is Michael Vandy. I'm a software developer, and I work on the front end of the technology.
Hi, my name is William Highland, and I'm the lead manager lead developer for AstroBees.
Are you? So we're gonna stop here. We have our team member Shanti, who's explaining basically what our goals were when we were creating our augmented reality. So if you would like to check this video out, we'll leave both of these links down below. And this other video is basically just a few of our team members talking about their roles in the project and what they've worked on so far. So if you want to check that out, we're definitely going to have these videos in the description box. And then here we have two pictures of all of the teams that were invited to the Johnson Space Center last year on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side, we have our programmers from last year who went to the Johnson Space Center to present our solution to the NASA engineers.
And just a fun fact, the rocket right behind them is actually the rocket that landed onto the moon when NASA first sent out the astronauts that landed. So that's very exciting.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think augmented reality is? So just think it through. It's different games that you might have encountered, like Pokemon Go or Jurassic World. I feel like a lot of you may think you've never experienced augmented reality, but you have. So a lot of people in this generation use Instagram, Snapchat. How many of you guys have used filters that put a crown on your head or hearts above your head? Those are all augmented reality. It's using, here's the definition actually. So it uses overlays on top of an actual surrounding. So it's not going to take you to its own little world like virtual reality might, and you guys might have heard of that with the video gaming side if any of you guys are gamers. So what augmented reality really differs from virtual reality is you don't go into that whole world, galaxy, whatever, right? You have the environment, so where I am right now, and it's gonna just put things in front of me with what environment it already has. So we're gonna show you a few more commercial examples if you guys aren't gamers. So we're gonna show you how different businesses or companies might use that.
Yeah, so here for our first example, we have the IKEA app, which allows people to place furniture in their homes before they actually go out and buy it, just to make sure that it fits and it's the right size for their living room or whatever it may be. So I'm going to play this video shortly.
Hey, IKEA would like everyone to know about Place, our new augmented reality app. Built on Apple's new AR kit, you can easily place true to scale 3D models of IKEA furniture in your place. Scan, browse, select, move, and place. So that could mean less of this. And less of this. And probably more of this. We want to make it easier for people everywhere to imagine a better place. Share this.
So from that, you can kind of get a good idea of how this can be useful and how augmented reality in general is just useful. We're going to leave these videos down below as well. And then this really quickly is just basically glasses try on. So I know that it can be pretty difficult to find glasses that you really like online. So in order to kind of try to help you figure out which glasses you want to buy, you can use this app that allows you to virtually try on glasses. So I'm going to play this for a few seconds.
A lot of
So yeah, that's a very brief intro to a few real life examples of augmented reality.
So now that you guys have an idea as to what augmented reality is, how many of you guys know this person in the picture here? Iron Man, right? A lot of people have seen it. So this person, he has so many things in front of him that it could cause a lot of like stuff going on and cause confusion. So what our goal is, we're trying to add an augmented reality system to help astronauts complete different missions. But we don't want to overload the screen with different things that might not be as important. So we're trying to make it as effective and efficient as possible. So we're going to try to share how much battery life that the astronaut might have left or how much oxygen they might have left. So that they can always see those things on the top screen and make sure that they have that in front of them. Other things that might be important are how to see different steps that might be involved within a task. Sharing those are important so that they don't have to do a lot of things from memory, or they might forget things that might be important. So we need to share some different aspects of the tasks and activities that are very important for the astronaut to see, and so that they don't have to carry around a guideline book with them. They can always see it with their helmet or with the device in front of them.
And then another key thing to mention is that astronauts are trained to be astronauts. They're not necessarily experts with technology. So we want to make sure we have something that's user friendly as possible so that they can just focus on completing their mission and getting things that they need to get done. So the device that we selected for prototyping our augmented reality is called the Magic Leap 1. Here we inserted a video of an example of how the Magic Leap can be used in another situation other than ours, which is the Spotify app. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Spotify or a lot of other music streaming services, but in particular Spotify can be downloaded on the Magic Leap.
Today's episode's all about their brand new Spotify app on this. Spotify is bringing music streaming to spatial computing. This is a first for Spotify, and then this is also a first for Magic Leap, having an app that can play music.
We're going to leave this video in the description as well for you to check out.
What he ends up doing is he goes around his apartment and he decorates his walls with different album covers. So it really shows you that it's not just for astronauts or for gaming. It has so many different features and so many different ways you could be using it. That was just one example.
All right, so here we have a video of our user interface from last year. So this was what the team last year actually presented to NASA engineers when they went on site at the Johnson Space Center. So we're just going to briefly show you some of the very basic interactions, such as the menu and just the panels that we have for the UI. So here you can see this very circular menu. This is called the radial menu. So this is where you'll select whatever app that you're trying to go into. And then here we have a few, you can see that there are a few hand gestures that control several different features and functions of our user interface. So this is actually an example of something that an astronaut could use while they're on the moon. So here you can see that this panel says IVA procedures. So that would display the procedures of the IVA before the astronaut goes on to their EVA, extra vehicular activities.
No, it shows like how I was mentioning before, the oxygen levels and the battery levels on the upper left hand of the screen. So, and you can also see that it has an environment like we've been discussing. It's an overlay on that environment. So you can still see our classroom, the whiteboard behind the screen, the chairs, the desks, the board, everything. So it's like just on top, you're still seeing what's around you. And that's really important for astronauts so that they can still see where they are and what they're doing in front of them, but they can still see, but they'll also be seeing the overlays that we've created for them in order to help with their mission. And that'll be really important moving forward in the development of the technologies.
Yeah, and so another thing that we tried to focus on this year was making sure that the user interface was still visible on dark surfaces versus light surfaces, so that it's still visible in different environments. All right, so activity time. So we did an activity with all of the schools that we visited, and it went really well. We really enjoyed doing it. So we're gonna try to simulate that through Zoom here. So basically what the activity is we had one student tell another student how to write a word, a very short word, and they couldn't tell them what the letter was or give instructions that kind of just gave away what the word was. So they had to sit facing back to back, and they couldn't look at what the other person was doing. So we're gonna do 2 different rounds. So the first round, we're gonna have an easier type of round where I'm gonna tell Najia what to write, and I'm gonna be able to see what she's writing as she's writing it. And the second round is gonna be a little bit harder, where Najia is gonna tell me what to write, and she can't look at what I'm writing while I'm writing.
I have a whiteboard here, so whenever you're ready, I'm gonna try to get the instructions down.
Okay. All right, so for the first letter, you're going to start from the bottom of the board and draw a straight line up. And then from that point where you are right now, you're gonna take your marker and draw a line at a 30-degree angle from that point down for about 3 seconds. And then from that point, from where you just stopped, draw a line about a 1/2 inch longer than that. Okay, and then from the point that you just stopped at, then draw a straight line up, and then make sure that it's the same length, or you stop where the point to the left of it is.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, and for the second letter, you're gonna start a little further down than the middle of the board.
Okay.
And then draw a line towards the right. Oops. Okay, so erase that. All right, and then start further down a little bit from the middle, like I said before.
Okay.
And then, yeah, draw a line to the right at an angle. So I guess a 30-degree angle.
Up or down?
Up. Okay. And then from the top of that line where you just stopped, you're gonna draw a line down at an angle just like you did the other side. So basically like symmetric to that one, but in the opposite direction. Okay. And then in the middle of those two lines, you're gonna take your pen and draw a line and connect those two lines like that. Yeah. Okay. And then for the next letter, you're gonna take your pen and put it in the middle of the board. Okay. And then draw a letter that looks like a snake. Okay. And then for the last letter, you're going to draw the same letter as you did for the second letter.
The word NASA.
I knew I wasn't going to be perfect. But as you can see, that was really, really difficult, even though I'm like watching her do it. So you can just imagine how hard it's going to be with not being able to look at.
Yeah, it really shows that for the astronauts that are in space and they're receiving directions from people on base, that the communication is very important and making sure that you're saying valuable and information that doesn't just make sense in your head, but that can be shared and really thought out for the person that's doing the task.
Yeah, so communication is key, is basically what we're saying. All right, so now for the second round. So this is going to be a little bit harder. So I'm going to draw on the whiteboard virtually, and then I'm going to have Najia tell me what to write, and she's not going to be able to.
I have to close my eyes.
Yeah. She's not going to be able to look. All right, so
let's see. Let me come up with a word real quick.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, I have a word.
Okay.
Put your pen on the bottom left of the screen.
Okay.
Draw a straight line up for about 5 seconds. Have you done that?
Yes.
Okay, now where you just ended, make a curve inward like an opposite C.
Okay.
Have you done that?
Yep.
Now put a space between the two. Put a space after what you just drew.
Okay.
And where you made the first line, where you ended that first letter, at that equivalent point, but still keep the space.
Okay.
Draw a straight line down for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Right. So now where you are, just go up halfway through the line. Redraw on that line for halfway.
In which direction?
Go back up.
Okay. I'm halfway.
Okay.
Now.
And where you are, make a curved line to the right, but curve it down.
To the right and curve it down.
Curve it down to the right.
Okay.
Have you done that?
Yes.
Okay. Now put a space equivalent
Mm-hmm.
to the one you made before. And you're gonna make a curve. So start at about where, you know, the curve you just drew?
Mm-hmm.
At that equivalent height, start there.
Okay.
Okay, is your pen there?
Yep.
Now make a 360-degree line. Make a 360-degree angle. Have you done that?
Almost done. I'm done.
Okay. Now put another space.
Okay.
And start at the bottom of the board.
Okay.
Bottom. Are you at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. Now, wherever you are, put your pen on the board and draw a straight line up for about like 3 seconds.
Got it.
Okay. Wherever you just left off, continue where you left off and make a curve.
Curve.
Curve, like put your pen, like keep your pen going up, but make the curve going downward.
Okay.
So actually
make
the curve going upward, actually.
Curve going up. Okay.
Have you made that curve?
Yep.
Now, wherever you left off on the curve, make a straight line down for about 3 seconds.
Straight line down.
Symmetric to the first line you made. Is that done?
Okay, I'm done. Yeah.
So, okay. Now put another space and start at about a middle section. So wherever you've been drawing your letters, start at the end, not at the bottom of the board, but not at the top of the board, but somewhere in the middle.
You said somewhere in the middle?
Yes. So not at the bottom of the board, but not at the top, like in the middle, but halfway down more. So like put your pen at the middle of the board and then like put your pen more down. It should be towards the bottom of the board, right?
Yep.
Okay. So now you haven't drawn any lines, right?
No.
Okay, so place your pen down where I just told you to.
Okay.
Make a straight horizontal line going to the right.
Got it.
Now make a curve going upward and attach the 2 lines that you just made with a curve on top.
Got it.
And now where you connected the curve to the line you made, continue that line with the curve to the bottom like you just did to the top, but don't connect the lines like you did on the top. Leave a little bit of space.
And is that to the left or the right?
The first one was to the left, right? And now this one should be to the right.
Okay.
Are you done?
Got it. Yeah.
Great. So your word should be done now. Can I open my eyes?
Yeah. I think I know what it was, but but I mean, you did pretty well, I think.
Supposed to be phone.
Yeah, I realized that after you said the last letter.
Okay. We did pretty good.
Yeah, we did pretty good. I guess the thing that made it a little bit easier was that we kind of distinguished that this was just letters. It wasn't really a drawing or something. So like we could kind of figure out like what letter it was. But I mean, with the instructions, you never know. So it's just good to communicate.
So you guys who are viewing this video, you should definitely give this activity a shot. It's a lot harder than you think it is. That's me after doing this activity. I used to think it's like, wow, it's not that hard. I tried it and I was wrong. It's pretty hard. So give it a go and tag us in your videos and pictures and your results. And we'll try to share as many pictures and videos we get. And maybe you'll see your on our Instagram page. So before we finish, I wanted to like show you a few things that we've been exposed through this project. And remember, we both were students at middle school, high schools not too long ago. So we've been through, if you're a student watching this, we've been where you're at. If you're at work, this applies to you too. Everyone, anyone. You just have to keep trying. If you have any ideas that you think can go a long way, if you have an idea for a business, a video game, anything, don't just let it go just because you think you're not good enough, because you're going to regret that later on. Just give it a go, even if you don't think you can manage to get anywhere with that idea, because I never thought I'd be doing such a large project for NASA.
Yeah, and also let this be a reminder to always take opportunities no matter how hard they may seem. When we were first introduced to this project, we kind of felt like, you know, we could never achieve this in a million years, but here we are. We didn't actually get the chance to go on site to the Johnson Space Center, but we still got a lot out of this project, and a lot of things we're going to be able to put on our resume, and just the experience that we had. We really benefited from this experience. So please don't be shy and don't be afraid to try new things.
We're gonna just show you a few pictures that we've been able to do or been experiencing through this project. So this first one is our team picture. We went to the Air and Space Museum in Virginia near Dulles Airport, and we were able to take a picture in front of the shuttle. So this was very cool to see and be able to take our team picture here. So it was very exciting. I thought we'd share with you. So
yeah, so this was back in December 2019.
We're gonna keep showing you a few more pictures.
And then here we got the opportunity to meet Dr. Mae Jemison. She appeared at the Enoch Pratt Free Library, the central library near our school. So of course we had to take the opportunity to go hear her speech, and we got the opportunity to meet her. We told her a little bit about the project that we're working on, the NASA Zeus Challenge, and she seemed really interested, so that was really good.
And for some people that might not know her, she's the first woman of color to go to space. So that's very exciting to be able to talk to someone like that. It was a very intimidating, but very like good experience. I was very nervous, but it was a very experiential and like it was very insightful.
Yeah. And then on top of that, it was Black History Month, so right on time.
Right.
And then here's another picture of our teammates talking to Mae Jemison. And then NASA actually posted a picture of our teammates from last year on STEM Day. So we took a screenshot of it, and we wanted to show you guys that we got noticed by the official NASA Twitter account.
We're just casually scrolling through our Twitter feed, and we were like, wait, that's from NASA. We just like a normal share or something, but this was very exciting, and we were like, whoa. Just wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah.
Another thing that we were exposed to is our local radio station in Baltimore reached out to us wanting to ask us about this NASA Suits project, and we were like, of course we'll come. Like, I never thought in a million years that I'd be on the radio. So this was such a like amazing experience. Like, I never thought I'd be doing this. So going out there, talking to them, and being interviewed by such a well-known like radio station, it was a very humble experience, and I really enjoyed it. So because of all this coronavirus stuff going around, it's been delayed. So you guys, will keep you updated on when it's going to be aired, and Naya will put all the descriptions and the links down below so you guys can keep updated with that stuff.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll still get a chance to hear that on the radio.
Yeah, the radio station was WYPR 88.1. So for those of you that might not know the area, well, they'll also post it on their website, so we'll share it with you.
And then we really encourage you to follow us on all of our social media pages. We have Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So I actually run all of these accounts. So I will definitely be responding to anyone who comments or tweets us. So make sure you go follow us. And we're also going to be answering any questions you guys may have after viewing this video. So make sure that you tune in to our social media pages. We're going to be posting a reminder that we are going to be answering questions. So make sure you do that. And also want to give a shout out to all of our AstroBees who can't be on this call today, or it's just us. So I just want to make sure that I shouted them out because
all their hard work is playing such a big role in this, and it's just a teamwork. Like I said before, you can't really get to the end result without all the pieces in between. So all team effort.
Definitely. All right. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We also have an email account, which I will put in the description below if you guys want to email us if you don't have social media for whatever reason. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask us questions. And
along with questions, don't be like, we really appreciate any feedback so that we can make better events, and anything that you guys might want to give us. We usually do like surveys, but because of all this online, we'll just have you guys like send in any feedback that you might think is beneficial for us that could help us make better events.
Yeah,
so that's really appreciated.
And then, yeah, that brings us to the end of our presentation. We hope that you enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to share this video with any friends or family members who might be interested. And just stay tuned, follow us on social media, and we'll see you guys wherever. Bye. Thank you.
We really appreciate your time.